I'm going to let you announce it because you always make fun of how I say his name.
Davidson Figueiredo versus Rob Font.
You say Davidson.
Davison.
Okay.
David.
We thought this had potential to be Fight of the Night, and was it your Fight of the Night? It got one of the Fight of the Night awards, I think.
Yeah, I think Figgy definitely got a Performance of the Night bonus. I'm not sure if it was Fight of the Night, but it was up there, that's for sure. It was a great fight. It was Figgy really proved that he has the power at 135.
Yeah.
His power kept. There was a few moments where you thought that maybe he was going to get a finish.
Look back in. It just looked laggy. Yeah, well,
oh, right.
There was like Rob Font had some moments, but they were always on the back of Biggie going in and landing a combination.
Yeah.
And it was only on the way out that Rob could catch him. It happened a couple of times, but that seemed to be his highlight of the fight.
A few counters here and there.
Yeah, a few counters. Only catching him on the way out. And yeah, Biggie just kind of walked around him the whole time, running circles around him and piecing him up. It was a very impressive move up to bantamweight for him.
He looks like he belongs there. And now, like, seeing him up there against Rob Font, like, he didn't look quite as big as Rob, but he didn't look small.
No.
That's for sure. And again, his strength and power really showed. So yeah, this seems like the right weight class for him, especially going forward. You know, he obviously won the belt at 125. Now he's looking to win a belt at 135, and I think he's got serious title contention hopes.
Yep.
A few more wins, and he could be looking straight down the barrel of Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Who do we want to see him fight next?
Petr Yan.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, isn't
it?
It's pretty simple.
Can we see him? Can we see him fight Petr Yan, please?
Please,
Dana, please.
Daddy Dana.
Dana.
We've called on you a couple times, and
calling on you again.
You always come to fruition. Yeah, please, MMA gods, can we please have Davidson Figueiredo versus Petr Yan? That is a dream fight.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
Please.
Please.
Yeah. Please. No, I think the way that the styles clash in that fight will be so impressive. They are both just so polished.
Yeah. Clean.
In so many areas. I mean,
strong.
Petr has
powerful.
Just one of the cleanest Muay Thai styles in the UFC at the moment.
There's Muay Thai and boxing.
Fiziev, I like watching Fiziev maybe a little bit more, but I think Petr Yan's polished.
His technical ability is I'd say they're both pretty comparable up there for the two best, like, just straight out Muay Thai boxing styles. Yeah.
But Petr Yan versus Figgy is...
It's a fight and a half, that's for sure. It's that's the one we need to see.
We're making so many fight night headliners over here.
Yeah. And that is a fight night headliner. That's got a headline fight night.
Because there's so many of these fights that we make up, but they just have to be 5 rounds because there's so many questions that need to be answered.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's more about title contention, and we now need to see Figgy at 135 fight 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Just to see how he holds up, and against someone like
I think
Petr Yan, it's going to be a big challenge.
I think he's going to hold up incredibly.
Yeah. No, so do I. We need to see it. We need to see it happen.
Like the fact that he held out 5 rounds at flyweight when he was having to cut all that weight and then rehydrate in those 24 hours, that can't be easy on your cardio.
No.
The fact that he doesn't have to do that at bantamweight and he could go, like we say, into a 5-round fight soon. Oh man, that is dangerous for whoever he's standing against the octagon from.
Oh yeah.
That's
no,
what
you're
I'm
right.
saying.
I fully agree. I think it's going to be... there's a lot of fun fights ahead for Figgy, and it's got to start with him. And like you say, he's no longer cutting that weight, so his cardio should be better. That was one of his issues at 125 against the likes of Moreno. He did gas a little bit in some of those fights, and that's not good in a fight.
No, it's not.
Not good.
It's not what you want to do.
Biggie, don't be gassing.
Cut it out, mate.
Stop. Rob Font, who does he want to fight next? Let's have a check of the rankings, which will obviously be changing at some point. Let's show the screen, So we've got So obviously, yeah. So
Rob Font sitting in
Here he
there at number 8.
Dominic Cruz versus Rob Font would be a fun fight if Dom is still interested in fighting.
Yeah.
Pedro Munoz as well.
Oh, I think he'd piece him up.
Yeah, same. But
Munoz would piece up Rob Font.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, just on current form at the moment.
Well,
Munoz has been looking good. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, book it. See what happens.
Yeah.
I'll chuck my verdict MMA pick down.
I don't want to talk about that. Bloody verdict MMA.
How'd you go over the weekend?
Website.
Oh,
Stupid website. Betting is for lame people. You should just watch and enjoy. Don't make picks.
God, mate.
No, I didn't.
There'd be some purists out there that would have lost thousands of dollars on this card over the weekend that will be listening to you after you put some XP down and maybe, maybe I'll get a stripe on my purple belt. No. Okay.
Yeah, next week. Look, next week is going to be my week.
Yeah.
Next week's going to be my week.
Did I still beat you?
Coin's gone.
Yeah, it would have fallen off when the shelf came down. The earthquake.
You did beat me. Riley won though.
Riley
absolutely
shout out
smashed.
Riley.
Shout out to Riley J. So Riley's not too into the UFC or MMA in general. Like he's getting into it.
Yeah, he's been making an effort,
and he's a smart guy. He made some good picks last weekend, and he ended up with 8,000 XP.
Yeah, mostly off of one fight.
Yeah, but
seems like that beginner's luck is a hell of a thing.
Yeah, I've picked like 20 cards now, and my luck's just terrible. So I need to start again. Basically. No, but shout out to Riley and congratulations. You did win. Did win.
Good grip
on
that.
Bruise on my hand.
It was a good grip.
Yeah, it was a good grip. But the big question on everyone's mind is, I don't know. What is it?
That was enticing.
But no, I think that's enough said about those two. Let's put Munoz versus Font, Biggie versus Piotr Jan. Piotr Jan is, he's looking to get back into that title contention probably. Yep. I don't really know. I don't talk to him often, but
no. Last time I spoke to him, he was saying something about belt. Yeah.
About
belt. Yeah.
About a belt. Is he a Scouser?
No. Belt.
Give me belt. Belt.
Me belt.
Quickly, let's run over.
Can we just talk about
belt.
That scream that Piotr Jan did on. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to look that up because it makes him not look as scary as he definitely is.
Makes him look like a little girl.
Yeah,
yeah. Check out. There's also one from Mike Perry as well.
Yeah,
he does a similar one.
I love Mike Perry. We're gonna have to talk about him.
Yeah, we will. Before we get into the next one, I'm gonna take a short intermission. I need to do a thing.
I'm gonna take a short intermission.
Everyone will be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Sweet. So we just want to say a big thank you to all of those companies for helping us out so far.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll get back into it, I guess.
So
Sean Brady was the next fight.
Sugar Sean.
Well, no, not Sugar Sean.
Sugar Sean. Sean the Bad Man.
What was his? I wonder what his nickname is. I can't remember now.
Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
What an impressive victory.
Yeah, that was super impressive.
This is where I stacked this is where I got my stack of XP on Verdict MMA.
You put through a third round submission, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
For Sean Brady. And he nearly got him late in the second, and I was like, I was watching it. Yeah, I was like, surely not. But yeah, Kelvin held on to the third, which may as well not have, but he did nonetheless.
That was a real rough-looking submission as well, that Kimura.
Oh, yeah. He had that arm cranked.
I thought he wasn't going to tap. I thought we were going to see an arm snap in the octagon.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I was scared for a second. I didn't want to look away, but at the same time, I had a feeling I didn't want to watch.
Yeah, same. Honestly.
Sean Brady just manhandled him the whole time.
He handled him like a man. Yeah, he did.
There was no doubt.
He seemed way stronger.
Yeah.
Like way stronger. Because obviously we know, and we've seen before in the past, Gastelum is a very good wrestler and he's well versed in the grappling department, but he got manhandled
Yeah.
big time by the guy. He did look a lot bigger, to be fair, Sean Brady, which makes it insane that Gaston used to be at middleweight. Like, he's obviously a welterweight.
Yeah.
Welterweight.
No, you're right. He is a welterweight. I almost said welterweight then. He is definitely a welterweight.
Yeah.
Like Sean just leant on him for the first 2 rounds, pretty much. Just put his weight right on top of Kelvin, and that 3rd round he kind of came out and he was done for.
Yeah.
Even late in the second, even midway through the second, Kelvin was done for.
Yeah.
And it was just
he wasn't having a good time in there. It wasn't an even back and forth. It was utter domination.
Utter domination by Sean Brady, who should be shooting right back into the mix for someone in the top 5 again, I'd say.
Yeah, top 5 or top 10, at least top 10, for sure. Whoever we peek into that division and just see who he should be fighting next.
Yeah.
Don't think Jeff Neal's
Let's do that.
Jeff Neal would be a good one. Gilbert Burns even. You want to chuck him even higher?
I like Gilbert. I like that fight. Gilbert Burns.
Yeah. Gilbert Burns is that's probably the next logical step, right?
Yeah.
Like, to get him right back in there. Gilbert's would be a very tough test. His grappling would obviously, Gilbert is known for his jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
So his grappling, that would be really put to the test against a guy like Gilbert.
100%.
More natural in the weight class. He's more used to being at this weight class. And yeah, that would be a really good test for Sean.
Yeah, I think it would be. And the other thing too is Gilbert isn't, like, I know he's a bit older, but he's still ranked number 4.
Yeah.
And he's hungry.
He is.
He is coming off a loss to Bilal.
Yeah.
But before that, we'd